Thank you, gentlemen. Here we go at 105 pounds now. At Double A for the first 4 weights, we have Mark Schwab of Osage. He's undefeated, 25-0. And his opponent, also from that tough North Iowa area, John Ites of Iowa Falls, who is 25-1-1. I should identify the referees along the way, too. We saw Bob McNeil down at Double A a while ago, and this is Arla Flagey now. Mark Schwab, the first of the brothers we told you about.
Yes, Mark Schwab has done an awful lot of wrestling. I remember last year he'd come to some of the freestyle tournaments and weigh in with his clothes on and a winter coat in order to try to get up and wrestle bigger boys because he wanted to wrestle tougher competition. It paid off for him in the summer when he won the National Federation Championship at 98, and it's paid off for him now. He's gone through the year undefeated, and here he is in the finals of the state tournament for his second time.
Well, you would have to say this is one of the really outstanding young prospects, not just in Iowa, but anywhere at the moment. And it's scary when you think how young he is.
I think you're going to find that young Ites from Iowa Falls, the man in black, is going to try to keep Schwab out of that upper body attack that he likes to use as a result of his freestyle. He's going to try to go low on him and keep him out of that so he doesn't get thrown.
Pretty hard to go low the way it was there. Schwab underhooked him. Wanted to throw him. You see up in the corner of the 1A match between Matt Carl of Corning and Brian Byers of Lake Park. And we'll be watching that one as we go. And at AAA, we have Mike Guthrie of Dowling, West Des Moines, against Dan Higgins of Lewis Central of Council Bluffs. Back to the center, and Ites has Schwab's leg in the air.
Yes, he's got to go in that low-level attack to keep Schwab from going to his upper body attack. This will probably be the thing he'll try to do most of the match. There was a real nice attempt at shuck by Ites, and Schwab wisely cleared his arm, stayed neutral.
Out of bounds with 1:12 to go. They've wrestled 48 seconds, no score. One loss between them all year.
Ites has a real nice duck under. He doesn't especially like to go to the upper body. He can. But he's going to try to stay in this low position, I'm sure.
There it is.
Back in every chance he gets.
Carry, a fireman's carry. Now, if he can get his head out of there, he's in good shape. The question is, can he finish this move?
That's the problem. He didn't keep the leg as he tried to cut his arm through. Schwab felt that.
Now he got pancaked.
Of his own.
See if Ites can roll through here. He did. No points.
Well, he got him in a real good pitch. As soon as he did that, Schwab tried to go in behind him. Then Ites cleared out, scored the escape.
A lot of skill shown here by both these fellows, I'll tell you.
Well, they're very quick. One thing to see is you see a lot of that speed coming on.
Look like Schwab coming through on a Kelly. Now he looks for the upper body, and he has Ites on his back. This is a 2-point takedown, but what can he do with it from here with 11 seconds to go?
He scored almost all of his matches this year. Pins or superior wins. I think he's only had one match all year long where he didn't score 8 points or more on his opponent. There's
the end of the first period. A 3-point near fall is what happened at the end. It's 5-0.
No, now it's 7-1.
7-1.
Yeah, that 7-1 is because when he got the first takedown, then he came back into this takedown, caught him on his back, scored the 3-point near fall.
6-point lead there for Schwab.
Right over here it is.
Who gets to start on top.
Caution top. Let's go. I'll be in the back now. Be ready.
Here referee Arla Flagey was talking to him. Schwab in with the body.
What he tries to do right there is stop that movement, take him out of position, see if he can't keep him down. Now, he likes to pick him up and step in between the legs, see if he can't get a kind of a hook on the leg. But he's dumped him over, see now he's got his legs twisted up. Now he can start to run toward the head, catch him on his back. He's got those legs trapped.
He's in between the legs at the bottom.
And just needs to get in under that arm, and that would work for him.
He gave that up and went back to the deep waist again. And the arm, we have 1.5 minutes to go, second period.
Use that arm right now.
I think right now, as I've been watching, it's 7-1 on Matt in Division II with Matt Carl Corning ahead.
And in the AAA match, it's 2-1 in favor of Guthrie over Higgins in the second period. And there you see Schwab has let his man up, made it 7-2, and Ites has come in on a single leg or a high crotch high. Questionable whether he can make something out of this.
If he ever gets his leg out, right now is when Schwab would like to hit that throw of his. He wrestles very competently, Doug.
He certainly does. Back to the center again. Now, it was
he likes to get people down underneath him, and then as they try to come up out of there, then that's when he throws and just kind of pancakes a man over to his back.
He has that underhook, overhook combination right there. Now, Ites used it to spin through, and he almost came out with it, but it looks like Schwab was a little bit too quick.
As soon as he felt him release the arm, then he cut his arm back through and didn't permit him to have the takedown.
Still 7-2 with Schwab leading.
Well, even with the leg on the inside, there still isn't control. That's what the official would determine, is that with the leg hooked on the inside, he hasn't given the takedown yet.
8 seconds to go. We're counting down from about 5, 4. This is second period action at AA between Mark Schwab of Osage in the green, the light, and John Ites of Iowa Falls in the black. 7-2 in favor of Schwab.
Last period.
You see Ron Jones there. He was AA Coach of the Year, just awarded.
He's done a great job with those boys up there this year. I know he won his conference. Now here he is with the young man in the finals.
Now Ites really has to get pushing here on top. He trails by 5.
He's a pretty good pinner if he can get into one of these moves where he can catch the arm.
Oh, he's got
right now.
A nice cross face, but the question is, could Schwab roll through it? And he did for a reversal.
Right, and he didn't stop him on his back right there. That's what the official determined, that he hadn't stopped his motion, so there wasn't a near fall.
9-2 now. And you see Schwab going to the leg-in offense on the top.
Well, he's kind of setting for time right now. I'm sure that he'd like to put him on his back, and if he doesn't get him there, he'll probably release him, put him back on his feet. That's where he feels real comfortable. Gets a lot of takedowns to the back.
Schwab is undefeated this year in 25 matches. Leads by 7. Now by 6 with the reversal, with the escape, makes it 9-3.
Now Ites take that shot again, but you see he left his legs back behind him, and Schwab's got him blocked off so that he can't get, but he wants to come under that arm, and then when Ites tries to get up, he wants to step out and then pitch him over to his back before he tries to run in behind him. There he caught him right there.
And he takes Ites right to the back. He has a lot of time here, too, to make something out of this move. You see Ites bridging hard. Now it's a headlock situation with 40 seconds left to go. This is a tough one for Ites.
Well, he's got him locked in there very tight. Caught him just coming up out of that position. And then pitched him over. Now what he wants to do is pull him back in bounds.
30 seconds.
He's got him locked very tight. This is a real tough spot. The more Schwab arches his back into him, the less Ites has the opportunity to bridge.
15 seconds. Schwab leads by a lot of points. He can keep this position whether he gets the pin or not and win. He's ahead 11-3. And out of bounds, 3-point near fall makes it 14-3 in favor of Schwab. With 6 seconds to go. Over on single A, Matt Carl was leading the last time we looked. Matt Carl of Corning 10-2 over the young man from Lake Park Harris.
Moving on here for the Wizards.
Jerry's let him slide out to the outside and then caught him in the same kind of move and pitched him back to his back again.
And over. A big win for Mark Schwab of Osage. 14-3 over John Ites of Iowa Falls.
Yes, he got 2 more points right there at the end on that last near fall. So that makes it 16-3 and gave him that 12-point win, which he's looking for more points for his team.
Hey, you fellas are seeing the scoreboard better than I am. I'm going to have to take a peek at that. I'll be glad when we get to another match.
Here's where he comes right now. See how he catches him just coming up and then pitches him right over to his back on that. And he lays into it real hard. And as Schwab hits that move, it depends a little bit on the other man trying to come up out of there.
Now we're looking at 3A, Mike Guthrie against Dan Higgins. Guthrie of West Des Moines is in the light uniform. Dan Higgins of Lewis Central of Council Bluffs in the black. Higgins is undefeated this year. And the score, with 18 seconds left to go, is 3-1 in favor of Higgins.
And he's driving hard in there. He's trying to keep the young man from Dowling from getting an offense going.
Back to the center again with just a few seconds left. Only 5 seconds to go. Only 5. 2-point lead for Higgins. There it is. And the score, with 18 seconds left to go, is
and he lays into it real hard. And as Schwab hits that move, it depends a little bit on the other man trying to come up out of there.
Now we're looking at 3A, Mike Guthrie against Dan Higgins. Guthrie of West Des Moines is in the light uniform. Dan Higgins of Lewis Central of Council Bluffs in the black. Higgins is undefeated this year. And the score, with 18 seconds left to go, is 3-1 in favor of Higgins.
And he's driving hard in there. He's trying to keep the young man from Dowling from getting an offense going.
Back to the center again with just a few seconds left. Only 5 seconds to go. Only 5. 2-point lead for Higgins. There it is. Dan Higgins is the winner from Lewis Central of Council Bluffs in the AAA 105-pound class. And
I think they had that colors wrong, and the winner in that match wasn't Higgins, but it was Guthrie. They had the colors wrong for us, and Guthrie from Des Moines Dowling was the winner in that match.
You're
3-1.
right. Sorry to all you people watching in Central Iowa, and too bad for everybody watching in the West.
Well, we have...
Color pictures of the 6th place winners on the stands are available in the southeast corner of the auditorium.
And the young man who will soon be getting the gold medal in Class 1A at 105 pounds is Matt Carl of Corning, Iowa, who scored a 12-5 win over Brian Byers of Harris Lake Park. Matt Carl scored 7 points in the first period, takedown, a reversal, and 3 back points. Went on to add 3 back points in the second period and a reversal in the final period to pile up 12 points. He got stung with 3 points for stalling in the final period, but went on to win 12-5. Matt Carl, the champion, at 105. Dick?
All right, in the 3A competition at 105, Mike Guthrie of West Des Moines Dowling made Coach Bob Dara a very excited man as he pulled off a 3-1 victory over Dan Higgins of Lewis Central Council Bluffs. Higgins went into the qualification with a 28-0 record, and Guthrie ends up now 28-1, your new state champion. Now back to you, Doug.
And as a result, wasn't there.
Now the 105-pound awards at 1A.
6th place, Todd Peters, Mobile, Woodbury Central. 5th place, Dave Ehlers, Rhinebeck. 4th place, Scott McMains, Mondamon, West Harrison. 3rd place, Victor Lopez, Mason City, Newman. 2nd place, Brian Byers, Lake Park. And the 105 1A champion from Corning, Matt Carr.
Matt Carl of Corning, Iowa, the champion in the 1A division at 105 pounds. We're carrying the first 4 weight classes in featured matches from the AA division. And we'll see the AA winners at 105 up now.
Andrew of Osage. 6th place, Don Hoffman, Afton, East Union. 5th place, Lanny Getz, Preston. 4th place, John Anderson, Waukee. 3rd place, Brian Forgy, Winterset. 2nd place, John Ites, Iowa Falls. And the 2A 105-pound champion from Osage, Mark Schwab.
He has a chance to be a 4-time champion, doesn't he?
That's right. He does have that chance.
He's won 2, and he's only a sophomore.
I'm not sure it's a chance. Looks very good unless he gets hurt or gets sick. He's a real tough wrestler.
Yeah, every once in a while, these kids come along in the state of Iowa are really something. Now we have the AAA winners at 105.
Bob Dara of West Des Moines Dowling. 6th place, Rich Deach, Cedar Rapids, Kennedy. 5th place, Ed Tachibana, Ames. 4th place, Matt Anderson, Waverly Shell Rock. 3rd place, Chuck Harton, Prairie Cedar Rapids. 2nd place, Dan Higgins, Lewis Central Council Bluffs. And the 3A 105-pound champion from West Des Moines Dowling, Mike Guthrie.
The winners in the 105-pound class. And we're going to get a floor report now from Dean Board.